Sean McDonough, one of the first-timers here at the American Century Championship and a first-timer to Lake Tahoe. How you drinking it all in?
Well, it's stupid that I haven't been here before now because this place is awesome. And I'm told it's equally awesome in the winter, so maybe I'll have to come back when the seasons change. But, this has been one of those things, I was hoping for a long time I'd get invited. And when I did, it was like almost unbelievable. And it's one of those few things in life that actually surpasses your expectations. I came here with incredibly high expectations, and it's even better than I thought it was going to be, both the event itself and this beautiful part of the world.
We feel the same way each and every year. Everyone's so nice to us in the media. You guys are all so great. I think they do a good job of weeding out the guys who are not great. So if you're on your best behavior this year, they'll bring you back next year. That's the plan.
I'd like to think my late great dad, Will McDonough, was a legendary sports columnist for the Boston Globe and was on the NFL Today. He used to say all the time, it's easy to be nice. It takes energy to be a jerk. And if you think about that, it's really true. So I've met so many nice people here the last couple of days. I was excited to be invited in large part because I know a lot of the people who play here every year, and they're really good friends, and I know what nice people they are. So this has just been a festival of happiness here today. Everywhere you walk, people are smiling and laughing and happy, and it's such a blessing. God is awesome every day.
We are catching you after your round. What did you think of the course and maybe your history through the game of golf? Have you played for a lot of years?
I did not play as a kid. I started playing when I was about 25 years old. I wish I played when I was a kid because, you see people who played when they were younger and they have these, beautiful swings. This is not a great course for me just because I tend to hit the ball right to left, and I think more of the holes, it kind of favors a fader. But I really don't care. I don't realistically have a chance to win this. I realistically have a chance to be respectable and probably finish in the top half or third or something like that. But that's really not what it's about. For me, I know some of the guys who are here who are grinding on the range right now are worried about winning. I want to do the best I can. I'm ultra competitive, but it's an amazing course, to answer your question. It's beautiful, and I'm excited about competing on the weekend.
So far, anyone you've been excited to meet or reunite with, or folks you're maybe looking forward to rubbing elbows with, as this is a world-class group and it's a one-of-a-one kind of situation here?
Yeah, as I said earlier, I have a lot of friends who have played here in the past or are here this week. Taylor Twellman, who almost won last year, is a great buddy of mine from back in Boston. Jay Billis, obviously, I did college basketball with for a long time. I ran into Kevin O'Connell today, who's another one of the new guys, and Mike McDonald, who have been friends from when I was in the NFL. Charles Barkley, he's
the face of the event.
He is, and I think he had a lot to be honest, with me being in this event, because I think he might have stood up on my behalf. So he comes to my charity event in Boston every August, and he just takes over. It's really his event. It has my name on it, but anytime Charles is in the room or on the golf course, he's dominating the entire environment, and he's just such a great person. I don't know how he does it because he's the most social person I've ever met, and he comes back every year to our charity event in Boston, and he remembers everybody's name. The guys who work in the pro shop and the caddies and the people who pay to play in the tournament and the people who work in the grill room. He's an amazing human being.
He is the world's friend for sure. He's always great to us as well. You're going to see him certainly at the Harris down on the casino floor. Will you be joining, and is that part of your repertoire, the Wild West lifestyle?
I like blackjack, if that's your question.
Yeah.
But I'm responsible. I do think I like people who play by the book. I'm one of those people who get annoyed if somebody's not hitting on 13 when the dealer has a 10, that kind of thing. Then I don't play. But I really don't play a lot anyway. But I will probably, just to go sit there and be around Charles and watch him do his thing will be fun enough. And I've done that on a couple of occasions, and I look forward to doing it again here.
And it never lets you down. That is for dang sure.
He's the best.
You mind if I hit you with a couple quick rapid fire really quick?
Sure.
Just we're going to do some various prompts. So
all right.
The best one, I'm getting the best answer so far. You're standing over a 3-footer. What is the internal monologue?
Don't choke. No, actually, no. You're going to make this. I'm a good putter. It's probably the only thing in golf I can do. And I like being in that situation. You're either your guy who wants to be on the foul line at the end of the game, you're not. I really don't stress too much about that.
Okay.
And if you do stress about that, and this is not a rapid fire answer, have a White Claw or something, and then or Truly, and that helps take the edge off a little bit.
You got your priorities in order here.
Yes.
You are not the type that's going to leave Edgewood pissed off. Some of these guys do, unfortunately.
No, that's not what. For me, that's not what it's about. I mean, it's supposed to be fun. As I said before, I want to do my best. I am competitive, but for me, it's just about doing the best I can. But more than that, embracing the people that you're here with and adding to the great vibe of this event.
So well said. Okay, if you could choose a walk-up song, first tee, what would that be?
Oh, gosh. Can we come back to that? Because I need to think about that first.
I'll let that one marinate a little bit. Do you have a hidden talent?
No.
Who do you think is going to win the event this year?
Marty Fish.
He is the favorite, so you're going chalk
that's
there.
Kind of the chalk. Or Taylor Twellman. Taylor came close last year. I think the experience of being right there leading with a few holes to go will serve him well this time around. And he's solid. He's in every aspect of the game. I'm not too familiar. I've never played with some of the other guys like Joe Pavelski or Romo or some of the guys who are likely to contend.
Sure.
But I think I'd go with the chalk. Everybody, the guys who play in this a lot all say Marty has the best game.
Heck of a swing. Love watching a lefty swing. Okay, you've been so gracious with your time. Do you want to go back to walk-up song?
Walk-up song. Well, yeah, it's.
You can even just go walk-up song artist.
Yeah, Sandy Patty, the great Christian singer. In the Name of the Lord. To me, that's the most important part of life. Not to take it, but there's nothing wrong with taking it to a religious perspective at the end of this interview. But that's the most important part of life to me is faith. So. The Sandy Patty, In the Name of the Lord, is one of the great songs of all time.
I love to
If you
hear
haven't
that.
heard it, find it and listen to it.